This is the childhood home of Ronnie Van Zant and his brother, Johnny and Donnie. This is where they grew up at. This is their childhood home. Wow. It's got a good story about living here growing up and then the plane crash. Donnie went on to be a lead singer and member of the 38 Special. Gosh, I can come on in there. This is where they were at. And the guy told me that the house was from this door over to there, and after he died, they added this. It was the garage that closed it in, and that's where they kept gold albums and photos and all this interesting stuff. And there's a little thing there, Freebird Garden or Rock. Okay. Fascinating. Okay, the groundskeeper here been talking, and he's giving me permission to go around the place. Where the front was of the monument was actually the back of the house. This is the patio porch. A couple people rent some rooms out here. I don't want to go, but back over here was where the front entrance was. A couple people are renting over here now. Back there to feel, but God, I wonder if these people have any clue whose house that they're renting rooms from. So they say one part of the house is still like a little studio, practice studio. Man. This was a garage at one time, but they said they later closed it in here. Like a little trophy. Yeah. All right, to the next thing. This little store here, Sunrise Food Store, is at the location of where the little country store is in the song Curtis Lowe, where he'd bring his bottles in, cash his money, and give it to Curtis Lowe. It was right here at this location. A guy told me that it wasn't just Curtis Lowe, but there was a lot of musicians who used to just hang out here. It's like a little local spot. One of them was one of the guys that played with the band in 71, 72, Ricky Madlock, who went on and founded Blackfoot, known for the song Train, Train. His grandfather, who raised him, was one of the guys who used to sit here all day and play guitar and all that. So he said the rest of the guys would come in the store, get something, and then want to leave, and Ronnie would just sit here fascinated, listening to these guys play music. This was the location right here for the inspiration of the song Curtis Lowe. Next location is the Jug Saloon. From the song Give Me 3 Steps, when he was cutting the rug at a place called the Jug with a girl named Linda Lou. This is it. In walk a man with a gun in his hand. All these famous places in this one small neighborhood.
And every time I try to leave, you're keeping me occupied. I'm losing.
This is the inside of the Jug. In the song, That Smell, the very first words were whiskey bottle, brand new car, oak tree, you're in my way. That's the oak tree Gary Rosington ran his car into, drunk, fractured his jaw, and knocked out all his front teeth. And that inspired the song That Smell. That's the famous oak tree. Oak tree, you're in my way.
The day breaks in the darkest places right before the dawn.
Part of the oak tree, that was the damage the car did 50 years ago. Still got the damage to it. He was hauling butt, they said. Little history. This is the childhood home of Alan Collins. Lead guitarist, had the great riff in Freebird. That was where he grew up at, right there, that little house. This is now called Riverside High School. Back in the day, it was Robert E. Lee High School. Of course, they had to change the name. And this is the high school that all the guys went to. And this is where they come across the infamous gym coach, Mr. Lynyrd Skynyrd, that was a stickler about their hair, the way they wore their clothes. Sent them to the principal's office all the time. This is where it all started, right here. But this school only knew the greatness that came out of it.
Find yourself a pair of gloves and get yourself a warmer coat.
We're at the cemetery now. This is Billy Powell, the piano player. He was 57 when he passed. He played it pretty. All these guys are right here together. Across the way over there was Ronnie Van Zant's tomb. And in the corner over there is Leon Wilkinson, the bass. This is Gary Rosington. This is where he's buried at right now. 72 years old. Don't have his tombstone yet. Gary Robert Rosington. Look at that. People put fishing lures down there because he loved to fish. Right under the sign there. Wow. Then let's go over here. There, Leon Wilkinson, the bass player. Fly on Freebird, you're free at last. That must be his son with his kids right there next to him. And right over here, Ronnie Van Zant. They moved him down by the pond. I'm gonna have to go see it, but that's his daughter, Tammy. She passed last year. There's a good picture of her with when she was a baby with Ronnie and his wife. Van Zant Lacey, that's the mother. Don't know who this man is. John Squire hasn't passed yet, but he's right here by the bands, and it's pretty interesting that he's got written in red there, "If I leave here tomorrow." First line of Freebird. He must have known them real well or friends with them. We'll have to research, see who this John A. Jr. Esquire. It must be John Jr. Ramsey.
Must be an attorney.
Yeah, Esquire. There's another little Van Zant plot here. Lindsay Michelle. I don't know who that was. Angels watch over. This is the final resting place of Ronnie Van Zant. 1948, 1977, Freebird. somebody put a shell casing up here. 22. Apparently his wife moved him so that he had this view of the pond here. Yeah. Got him under a nice big oak tree. There it is. Final resting place. Got a nice resting place under the tall pine and oak tree. Nice pond here. Yeah, he was the last surviving member, Gary Rosington, and they say his tombstone is going to be massive. Massive, the guy just told me. But I put a shell there, a bunch of guitar picks on the ground. The last one of them. There's the gravesite of the man himself, Mr. Lynyrd Skynyrd, dedicated coach. People got pennies, guitar picks. That's the man the band named themselves after. Well, by the directions I was given and the only Collins I see, this is memorial for Alan Collins. Can't find anything else, and I was wondering, there's gotta be a tombstone, but this is the only thing in the area with Collins on it. This could be his burial site. They said his family wanted him away from the band, so they put him on the other side of the highway, and right over there by that mausoleum, that's where Lynyrd Skynyrd is buried. So this is where I believe. The guy told me about 2 rows from the Jesus statue, and this is about 2 rows, but that's all I found right there. Greatest guitar picker ever. Took a long time to find it. That's Alan Collins' grave. All my love forever for my baby doll. Greatest, to me, the greatest guitar player ever. People left another shell, a couple of shells, guitar picks.
Coors Light. And always a bullet each way.
Yeah. It was hard to find, but we finally found it. It said his wife, somebody didn't want him buried with the rest of the band. Here he is. This lot is the infamous Hell House. Right here, and then there's the water, and there's the dock they used to fish on. Right here is where music history was made. This little piece of property. The dock is pretty much trashed right now, but this is where they come down here and do a little fishing and come up with lyrics for songs. What a nice land. Wow. The top is gone. That wood right there, that is the original dock they used to stand on and fish. I I bet this place is full of crappie and some bass. Wow. This is where it happened. He cast many a pole out there. And look at the wood. God. So he would sit there and fish while they would be up here playing music, and he'd come up with lyrics in his mind. Never wrote anything down. He said Ed King started just messing around, and he'd come up with that opening riff for Sweet Home Alabama, and he come running up from the dock and said, "Don't stop, keep going." And he just started coming up with the words. This is it, the legendary Hell House location. God, wonder what this place looked like back then. It's nothing but homes now, but incredible. You ought to come and see this stuff. Okay, this is Whitey's Fish Camp in Fleming Island, Florida. This was Ronnie Van Zant's favorite restaurant to eat at. Said he was up here all the time. Outdoor around there, they got a big bar, outdoor bar. It was right here on the water. He said he ate here constantly back in the day.
Before to get the Hell House.
Yeah, it's about 5 miles from the Hell House, so I jet over here and get some supper. Nice place. Get me a fish sandwich. I believe it's catfish. She's getting tuna tacos.
We're at Whitey's restaurant. The band's favorite place to eat after recording at the Hell House.
Here's an old picture of him. Here, there's a picture of the original 7.
Probably right here, or if not at the Hell House. Be a simple kind of man. Oh, be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Fine guitar from 38 Special. All
also guys from Jacksonville. Got all the four Jacksonville bands in here. Monty Hatchet, 38 Special.
Whiteys.